The whole world is talking about TOROLINE WASABI.
Well, those of you who care about tennis strings.
Yes.
Let's find out why. We tested TOROLINE WASABI in these two lovely Babolat rackets. It's the two 98s, the Aero 98 and the Pure Drive 98. They're both strung at £50, and we've used them for a couple of days before the test to make sure they soften up and bed in. So they're probably around sort of £47, £48, which we think should be perfect for them. TOROLINE described WASABI as a 4-sided copolymer string designed to blow your opponents off the court. Hit heavier or we don't give their money back. TOROLINE might give you your money back. We won't. Never. TOROLINE WASABI is 1.23 mil and it is available in 3 colours. There is pomegranate red, there is neon green, and we have neon pink today. Josh is still claiming that this is orange. As you can all see, it is clearly pink.
All of the TOROLINE strings are slick. So they've got a slick coating, which means that the snapback is pretty good. I would say probably not quite as snappy as the Restring Zero, but plenty of snapback. You can see it goes back into its shape pretty quickly. These have been played with a fair bit and still snapping back in due to slickness. Now this means that you get plenty of string movement, which gives you a lot of spin and a lot of power. It also means that you get a consistent string bed because the strings are snapping back into place and giving you that consistency. I thought these strings were very nice. When I read that they were power, I was sort of concerned that it was going to make things a little bit wild, but it's not. It's fun, and I think that they do work best certainly between the Pure Drive and the Aero, both in the 98 version. It worked really, really well in the Aero, a racket which I don't normally really like, and as soon as I started playing with it, you're getting loads of energy out of it, loads of pop, loads of power, and then loads of spin out of the Aero. So I was really impressed.
Interestingly, it seemed to make a much bigger difference than normal which racket it was in. So in the Pure Drive, it kind of didn't really do much. Probably because the Pure Drive is a powerful racket anyway. WASABI obviously being a powerful string, it kind of seemed almost unnecessary. But what it did do is wake this up. I really, really enjoyed playing with the Aero 98 with WASABI in it, and I've never enjoyed playing with this racket before. So thumbs up for WASABI in so much as that. I thought I was going to prefer the Pure Drive with WASABI and over the Aero as a Pure Drive user. However, I did enjoy the makeup of the Aero more. I think it was a bit more forgiving, and I think it allowed the string to deliver a little bit more.
You know, grinding from the baseline. On the defensive, you're able to get what was really impressive, really easy access to power. So balls that you're having to defend against, you can get plenty of energy into the ball, get that ball deep, get back in the rally. You can also generate plenty of spin, and then attacking because of the power that comes with the string. Able to get onto the front foot and generate real aggression and power off the string. In terms of volleying, again, lots of firepower, lots of zip, not quite the same control that you might get with K-pop in TOROLINE's range, and perhaps not quite as much feel as you get with 4G Soft, and that really soft, those strings that are sort of built for feel. It doesn't quite do that, but in terms of zip, in terms of power, in terms of generating a lot of energy, fantastic string.
It's certainly a power string. I think it's quite similar to Restring Zero, and quite similar to, say, Hyper G. Hey there, sorry for interrupting.
So just a little reminder, if you like the channel, we really appreciate the support. Click the like, hit subscribe, set your notifications up.
We'll see you on the next video.
All right, back to the content.
When we were testing these out, someone who's much cooler than me said, "Oh, that racket looks sick with those strings in it." I completely disagree, but I am certainly not a tastemaker. Not saying it's a huge issue for me, but if it was white or black or clear, just something a little bit plainer, I think it would certainly sell a lot better and just look a lot better in a lot of rackets. Obviously it does come in neon green and pomegranate red as well. Whether they look any better, maybe. I'm not so sure about neon green and red. There aren't many rackets that are red, so who knows. The big thing though, obviously, is playability, and it seems to be really, really nice. Very, very powerful. It takes spin really well. It feels nice, and that's quite rare. Normally when you get tennis equipment aimed towards power, there's always a trade-off with how it feels, and this felt great. It has a quality feel, it feels really comfortable. You get a lot of feedback through the racket as you're playing, and you still see that ball go flying off down the other end. So I haven't really got anything negative to say about Wasabi other than the colour. Everyone plays differently, everyone's racket's a little bit different, and it didn't really seem to, again, to be hugely different. We were chopping it around with loads of slice, we were smashing at each other and defending, counter-punching, coming to the net and volleying. It was good for kick serves, slice serves, flat serves. So all in all, it seemed to be working no matter how we played, no matter what style, which again is another big positive, because sometimes you find strings and rackets that just don't work.
In terms of pricing and value, TOROLINE strings sit basically right in the middle.
Yeah, so a set of TOROLINE strings is going to set you back £10 in the UK. So at the time of filming, it's about $12, which more expensive than a Polytour Pro. It's basically, yeah, just exactly the same as a Slink or a Hyper G, a little bit less than a Restring Zero. So for what is a very, very nice string, slap bang in the middle of the price range, makes perfect sense. So there we have it.
TOROLINE Wasabi gets a thumbs up from me for sure. It was very powerful, very fun to play with, and massively elevated a racket that I previously didn't like. So that's really impressive. It's a really good slick string, and I much preferred it to K-pop, which is the hybrid with Wasabi and caviar in. I think this is a really good string that people are going to love.
Yes, I think it's important at this point that we address some of our critics who say we are too positive. Are we on the payroll of some of these companies? We definitely aren't. Wasabi is just a good tennis string.
Yeah.
We're not for a moment claiming it's going to solve every technical problem you've got and it's going to keep the ball in every single time, but as a tennis string, it felt good, it felt quality, and it was nice.
Exactly, loads of fun. So again, if you like the channel, if you find some useful information, even if you do think we're getting paid to do this, please.
I wish we were getting paid to do this, it'd be great, wouldn't it?
Drop us a follow, subscribe, click the like button, get your notifications set up so you don't miss a thing from PH Tennis. Can I do my bit, please? Can I riff?
Can I riff? Yes.
Tennis string. It
Oh,
is
it's
designed.
four-sided, that's why it's square.
Yeah,
I got
it is designed
How many
for.
sides do you think a square's got?
Well, no, because four-sided won't necessarily be square. It could be
rhombus.
Yeah, it could be a rhombus string.
Yeah, could be, fair enough.
So I have got the mic on. I was going to say something else.